Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about K-shaped economy. India is witnessing K-shaped economy. It is based on editorial which was published in Hindu newspaper on 25th November 2021. Let's move on the topic. What is K-shaped economy? The economic ravages of the pandemic have had an impact on different socio-economic groups. The recovery we see today is more K-shaped than V-shaped with various groups and industries recovering much more rapidly than their counterparts. Already we know that what is V-shaped economy. Always we are saying that after pandemic situation, Indian economy is growing. That is V-shaped. It is witnessing V-shaped recovery. That means the sharp economic decline with a clearly defined trough followed by a strong recovery. That is called a V-shaped economy. That is, once the restriction is removed or lockdown is removed, sudden rebound has happened. During the lockdown, what happened to our economy? The economy came to recession position. After that, once restriction is removed, sudden rebound. That is called V-shaped economy. It gives the shape like V. That is called V-shaped economy. So in this case, we have to understand every sectors are recovering. Every sector equally recovering. That is called V-shaped economy. But if we come into the K-shaped economy, that's not the case. Here, there is no equality. That means some sectors, here the definition is that some industries recovering much more rapidly. Some sectors recovering much more rapidly than their counterparts. That is the thing we have to understand here. Some sectors are growing or recovering much more faster than their counterparts. Here, the technology and the large cap firms, they are recovering very much faster than small business firms or blue collar job seekers. Okay, here you can see the difference. Some sectors are recovering very much, but other sectors are not too much. Okay, they are not recovering as much as large co firms or technology firms. Okay, that we have to understand here. So what will happen here? There is a huge difference between these two sectors. Some sectors growing very much faster, other sectors are not growing that much. So there is a gap, the widening the gap between richer and poor. So there is inequality is increasing. There is widening the inequality. That is the main point we have to understand in the case of K-shaped economy. In the K-shaped economy, widening the gap between the rich and poor, in that is widening the inequality. But in the case of V-shaped economy, there is every sectors are recovering. Okay, every sectors are recovering. But in the case of K-shaped economy, some sectors are recovering, but other sectors are not recovering that much. So there is a huge difference between the GDP growth of these sectors. So there is a huge gap between these two sectors. Okay, one is, so that is why we are saying there is a huge gap between rich and poor. That is, actually it is widening the inequality. That is, so in this article the author is saying that India now witnessing the K-shaped economy, and for that the author is giving some examples, he's arguing that, giving some points. Okay, let's move on to the topics. Why India is witnessing K-shaped economy? That is, the government, first point is that government taxation policy. Now author is saying that it now India is witnessing K-shaped economy. So the first reason is that government taxation policy. Government taxation policy continues to be regressive with increased indirect taxes and lower direct taxes. It is a tax levied directly on a taxpayer who pays it to the government and cannot pass it on to someone else. That is called direct taxes. First of all, we have to understand tax can be divided into two. That is, first is direct taxes, next is indirect taxes. In direct taxes, the taxes one pays from own pocket. That means a person who directly paid to the government. That is called direct taxes. But in the case of indirect taxes, person collects taxes from customer and pay to the government. That is, if you are purchasing anything from the market, actually we are paying the price of the commodity to the customer, to the seller. So seller that paying to the government. Okay, that means we are not directly paid to the government. We are paying to the seller only. Then seller, a person collects taxes from the customer and pay to the government. That is called the indirect taxes. Okay. So in this case, author is saying that the government taxation policy is the one of the reason for K-shaped economy. So why? That means nowadays government is increasing indirect taxes and decreasing direct taxes. Okay. Taxes are the important income source for government. So the taxation policy is very important. Taxes increase, the income of government will increase. Okay. The taxation policy of the government which insists on maintaining indirect taxes on fuel and consumer products while lowering corporate tax. Due to pandemic, we know that every sectors were in recession or lower growth. So that is why for incentivize them, government has to do something for them. So that is why government lowering corporate taxes. Okay, for government, taxes are the income for government. So government lowering corporate tax at the same time government increasing indirect taxes on fuel and consumer products. That is the problem. So author is giving one example. The government had recently raised taxes on textile products from 5% to 12%. The income of the middle and lower middle class have remained constant. There is tremendous pressure on the financial stability of this household, which seemingly faces sustained loss in disposable income. This is important point. Due to inflation, there is a sustained loss in disposable income. We know that inflation is very much high. That is, the price of the commodity will increase day by day. So if you buy 100 rupees, if you buy 1 kg vegetable 1 kg vegetable for 100 rupees, then next week we have to pay for 1 kg, we have to pay 150 rupees. So that is the problem. This is the inflation. That means inflation means commodity, the price of the commodity will increase. So there is a sustained loss in disposable income, and also the government increasing or maintaining indirect taxes. They has to pay more amount. That is, they has to pay to the seller for buying any commodity. So that is a problem. Okay, in the case of indirect tax, there is another problem is that indirect tax means the person is paying to the seller, but in the case of direct tax, he pays to the government only. So this is direct tax, this is indirect tax. Okay, if one person want to buy a biscuit, if he is having 100 rupees, he has to pay 10 rupees for one pack of biscuit. Okay, person is having 1000 rupees, he also pay 10 rupees. A person is having 1 lakh, he also pay 10 rupees. So here, in the case of indirect tax, here everyone has to pay the same amount of tax. There is no difference between the persons, whether he rich or whether he poor. That is another problem. Okay, that is another problem. In the case of direct tax, it is a progressive tax. It is depends on income of a person. If person is having much more income, so he has to pay more to the government. So that is called as a progressive taxes. But in the case of indirect taxes, the same amount has to pay everyone. That is 10 rupees. The person having 100 rupees has to pay 10 rupees, then 10,000 or 1,000 rupees has to pay same, or 1 lakh. So this is the problem in the case of indirect taxes. So indirect taxes, there is no difference between whether a person is rich or poor. That is another problem. Okay, so if indirect taxes increases and also the inflation rate is very much high, that is why the sustained loss in disposable income in the lower and middle class people. That is the problem. Next is signs from industry. Two-wheelers represent the economic situation of the lower and middle class groups as India's middle class business. So here the two-wheeler industry represents the situation of lower and middle class groups that we have to understand. And as per CRISIL report 2021, two-wheeler sales are set to decline by 3% and to 6%. So if two-wheeler selling is very much high, we can understand the lower and middle income class groups is not a problem. Their income is improving. But in the case here, The other is saying that as per CRISIL reports, their income, the declining. The selling of two-wheelers declined by 3% to 6%. So that is why we can understand that the income of lower and middle class groups is decreasing. So that is the problem. That is the science from industry. At the same time, premium and the premium motorcycles have been resistant to the pandemic slowdown. So the premium cars and the premium motorcycles, the selling rate of these premium cars and the premium motorcycles have increased during pandemic or during slowdown. So that is the reason. So the science from industry also shown that our economy is witnessing K-shaped economy. So here in the K-shaped economy, there is some sectors are improving. Some sectors are improving, but some sectors are not improving. So that is why there is a huge gap between these two sectors. That is rich and poor. So widening the gap, widening the inequality between these two sectors, that is rich and the poor people. That is why others say that India is witnessing K-shaped economy. So because in the case of that is indirect tax is increasing, and also the income of middle and lower class people is decreasing. So that is the reason. That is why the income is decreasing. They have to pay more taxes and their income is decreasing. So GDP growth also decreasing. But in the case of here, the income of rich people is also increasing. So this is growth is like way. This is growth is this way. So there is a huge gap between these two sets, that the rich people and or high class people and the middle and the lower class people, that is poor people. So that is why there is a huge gap between the two sectors, and also that is widening the inequality. That is the problem in the case of K-shaped economy. Okay, I hope everyone has understood this concept. Next is third point is that on jobs. Over 5 million or 50 lakh people lost their job in October according to a Center for Monitoring Indian Economy report. So job problem is another reason. Manrega figures are as it acts as a proxy for the informal sector. We know the Manrega is act as a proxy for the informal sector, which employs a large portion of India. Large portions of India who are working in informal sector. So Manrega figures a proxy for the informal sector. That already we know that. The government of India had cut its budget allocation towards Manrega by 34%. So government of India decreased budget allocation. So that is another problem. So and also there is a great demand now for Manrega jobs than the pre-COVID-19 era. So now post-COVID era, there is a higher demand for Manrega jobs. So the lower budget allocations also create some kind of problem. That is inability to compensate workers in time and fuel. That is there is also some problems will create because the budget allocation towards Manrega will be decreased by 34%. So that is another problem. So there is third point. So although in this article he is saying that Indian economy is witnessing K-shaped economy. So for that author is giving some kind of argument that if only taxation policy of government, the industry's output, industry's growth, industry science. Okay. Third point is that on job. Okay, these are the due to these three reasons, we can say the middle and lower class people, their income is decreasing. But in the case of higher class people, their income is increasing. Okay, that is why in this witness a K-shaped economy. Okay. This is stimulus and growth. The author is saying that the US and the European economies have stimulated the economy bottom up through employment checks and social welfare schemes. We know that for stimulating our economy, government has to do some things like employment checks or employment schemes or social welfare schemes. We are familiar with that. And another point is that the recovery in the stock market and the other such financial assets over the past years has been phenomenal. So, but this does not reflect the economic condition as observed previously. That is, there is a recovery in stock market and other financial assets, but this does not reflect the economic condition as observed previously.
So that is less than 5% of the Indian invest in equity. That is less than 5% of the people of India invest in equities. So which means less than 5% of India directly benefited from said recovery. So that is why we cannot say the recovery in stock market and the other such financial assets is reflect to the economic condition of India. So that is the problem. That is only 5% of the people invest in equities, only 5%. So that means if there is any improvement or there is any growth, that is only less than only 5% of the people directly benefited from that recovery. Okay. The middle class which does not invest in such assets. That already we know that you have to understand that middle class which does not invest in such assets for many reasons has no guard against inflation. That is middle class people are not invest in such assets or such a stock market. So that is the reason. So only 5% of people invest in equities. So if there is any recovery, the less than 5% of the people will benefited from that recovery. Okay, that we have to understand. Way forward, think welfare schemes. As discussed before, their financial situation is worsened due to the rise in prices of essential goods. Moreover, the disproportional benefits of the assessed price inflation favoring upper middle class further displays the inherent K-shape of the recovery. That is, if we doing K-shaped economy, that is the the inflation rate, the price of commodities also worsen the situation of lower and middle income household, that is decreasing. Okay, but it will also favor the upper middle class household. Okay, so that is it increasing, this is decreasing. So it also inherent the K shape of the recovery. Okay, that already we know that. And also, what is the way forward? It is crucial that the government address this phenomenon and works towards aiding the middle and lower middle class, aiding the middle and lower middle class, and social welfare schemes must be given greater importance to assist household to get through this period. So already government is doing, but other is saying that social welfare scheme must be given greater importance to assist household to get through this period. So social welfare, we have to address the situation of lower and middle income people. Okay, the second point is that seemingly viable solution is for the government to increase progress, very important point, increase progressive taxes and reduce regressive taxes. Increase progressive tax means the progressive tax is also direct tax. Okay, direct tax increase means if income increases, then direct tax also increases. Okay, so we have to what do we have to do? Government has to increase progressive tax. As increase progressive tax, that is direct tax, and also reduce regressive tax or indirect tax. Okay, this is one of the important viable solution for government. Okay, to reduce it, to coming out from K-shaped recovery. So here in the case of K-shaped recovery, everything, the rich will become rich, poor become poor. So there is a huge gap. There is a gap between these two sectors that is widening the inequality. That is the problem. So for we have to address this problem. The solution is that increase progressive tax. That means increase direct tax. That means direct tax is depending on income of the people. If your income is very much high, you have to pay more amount to the government. So increase in the direct tax instead of increasing indirect tax. That is a viable solution. So increase progressive tax and then reduce regressive tax or indirect tax to ease the pressure on the lower income household. Okay, these are the points author is saying to come out from K-shaped recovery. Okay, I hope everyone has understood this concept. So thank you all. Thank you for watching.